keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from Alton. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start.
Here's a little room there. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
On 1st down, it's Malton again. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they got him.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They're going to run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the...
Turning it on! He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Malton. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff, Malton running left. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in the 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run with Malton. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Bachmeier.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's James. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Brown will throw it. Complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Here's a give to Malton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. then I'll throw the football.
Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Delayed handoff. It's Martin. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The short hands. It's Bachmeier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's the Commodores in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Sun Belt.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
Makes the grab in their space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pulls it in, it's Lyons. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The run inside, it's Martin. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Martin. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll give it to Malton. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Brown wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the BYU offense